I cannot believe I'm saying this, folks. The sun is shining and for some reason it's ultra wide angle, but that means you can see the blue sky and everything. I was pointing there, but there's no window there. I'm on my way to Joep, obviously, and I'm sure you got used to me having a lav mic, but I forgot the receiver in Joep's coat pocket. So I'm on my way to Joep to A, pick up the receiver, and B, go on a very special Tour de Meuse walk. I'll wait for Joep to tell you what's gonna happen next. Enjoy the video. Bye bye Belgium! On the side of the River Meuse, we are not quite yet entering France, but we're now in between. This is no man's land.
No man's land.
With the river glistening to my left. And this is still the Ardennes apparently, I just saw a sign saying so.
Where is the border?
That looks like a border crossing thing. It's not the most glorious border crossing, is it?
No, it's still the northern part of France. The shitty.
Givet sign is upside down.
They hate each other.
Yeah,
oh, look at
Oh, here we go, here we go. Look at that,
it's official.
It's official. Welcome to France. Woohoo! So when you think of France, do you think of wine and bread and pretty cute cities and fields and little French 2CVs and...
Stijn.
Lyon de Bassel, the first thing you see when you enter France.
We're walking for more than 3/4 of a year now.
But we do get a Renault 5. Oh. I mean, the backdrop is still... But that was a Renault 5.
If we are the most pretty part of the border to France...
Then this is not a recommended walk. Shall we move on?
No, let's see what France has to offer. Because I'm pretty underwhelmed.
Let's go.
Au revoir.
The blue skies over France are filled with storks, a massive group of storks, which is really strange to us. And we also have under the blue skies the Intermarché, because we are in the end in France. We won't be going there right now. Where are we going, Joep?
Back to Belgium.
Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Ladies and gents, welcome to France. In case you wonder about the views on this walk and how good or not good they're gonna be, we're doing this one purely because the little appendix of France is sticking into Belgium here. This is the nearest bit of France we could go to with a Meuse in it. We don't know if this is worthwhile. We just wanted to go to France.
No, actually we wanted to go walk from Mook back to Maastricht. As you guys already saw, we finished that etape.
Yep.
And then we decided we also gonna do the other way around, so 2 hour drives up and 2 hours drive down.
Exactly, we thought if
and
we
that's
can
where
go
we are now.
That was exactly how it went. If we thought if we can go 2 hours up, we can go to... Oh, we set 1.5 hours, but then we saw how close we would get to France. Yeah. And then we added France, and that's how it happened.
So it's a walk with mixed feelings, because officially the things we promised 1 year ago are finished after today.
Well, you know as well as I do.
We made new plans.
That we do need to see the beginning of the River Meuse at some point.
And the end?
And the end. Stay tuned for those. We didn't expect the weather to be this horrible in the last couple of months. But it's safe to say now, spring is with us. That, Joep, is blossoms.
Spring is with us. Spring is with us.
Yes. Well, that escalated quickly. From an industrial estate with an Intermarché, which is appreciated, because they have 57 kinds of water, to actual running water, I'm hearing. They're entering the countryside, it seems. Look, a foreigner.
I think it's even physically possible to close the border.
Can you close the border?
Oh no.
No. Well, this is the border. I am now in Belgium. Joep is still in France. How are you feeling about going into Belgium, Joep?
Je suis désolé.
Let's make it quick. Entrez!
We actually see where we went and where we're going.
Oh, that's the bike route that you talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to Argument. Argument actually comes from the words au Givet Mont. That means a bit like the high point which overviewing Givet. And Givet is where we're going afterwards. So first a tour de Belgique. And then we enter France again, but then by foot.
These are pretty tricky roads to walk. There's no pavement and everyone can do 90 kilometers an hour here, so we're watching ourselves.
We're going to left, Stijn.
We're going left, this is good.
To the left.
We have made it to Argument. Joep just told you a little bit about it. This was once a station and I feel like this bike path was the train track, but very narrow then. The station is now a house.
But as we told you, Argument, the high point looking out over Givet, if you look in that direction, you can even see the fortress that's on top of the hill. That's already Givet. But the small castle towers, I don't know if you can see it. That's Givet, and that's the opposite side of the Maas.
Chimney coming in. That's already the opposite side of the Maas.
Yeah,
we're going there, right?
Yeah, we're going down here, the old railroad track. That's now La Meuse à vélo route.
Ah, the bike route.
Path.
Got it, yeah.
And then we go to Heersay. That's now one village, but it used to be two because it's on the different side of the river. I think we have 2 more border crossings because the border is actually in the Maas at that point.
Are we going for a swim?
I'll prefer the pond, but go for it, Stijn.
I kind of want to be on that bridge.
Nope.
I do.
Cannot. Oh, you can actually climb up here.
If you... Yeah? How even? Oh, you can from here. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Let's go on to the bridge.
Going on an adventure here.
I'm going on an adventure. Oh, Belgian steps. They complain about Dutch stairs, but the Belgian steps are much more dangerous. Little tunnel. Another Belgian step. Orange is the color. No, we will not. Oh, yes, actually we will. We're pretty bad at being...
That's a chimney you had on the camera before.
Is that the same chimney that tried to kill us before?
Yes.
Yeah. The skies are very un-Dutch blue. Even though we're only in the north of France and nowhere near the Alps, it feels a bit like a sunny day in the Alps, sky-wise.
Squares.
Merde. It's the bridge over the River Maas. Looking all glorious.
First, have to pack our stuff because we have to cross the douane on that side. But I think we're safe.
Well, customs in 2024. Careful what you wish for.
I do carry some drugs because after last video I had a serious illness. As predicted. But hey, we're back on track.
Do you mean your cough candy?
Yes.
Okay, are you selling? So we just walked on that side and then we decided this side had a nicer view, but yeah, it tells us in many ways that this is not the side we will be walking on. So I guess we're going back to the other side. We're on a bridge with Belgium to that side and France to the other. I think it's the other way around actually. Crossing the River Maas. How Tour de Meuse is this, Joep?
This is the most tour and the most Meuse you're going to see today.
Yes, probably.
You can actually show the people where the border is at.
Where's the border?
This whole part of the Maas is still Belgium. Whoa, it's so much sun. But if you look where the Maas bends to the right, to the left, in that part in the middle of the Maas, it's the border to France.
Right.
And it makes a bend all the way to where that big truck is now.
Yeah.
And then into that hill. So that point where the boat, a little bit further, where that red house is, it's the most northern part of the French border in existence. And we just been there. It's also the most ugliest part of France, I think. What are you doing?
Just. I'm pretty sure they plan to put this a little higher because you can literally just climb the bridge, and I'm sure people do it, and yes, you can actually reach and grab it. I wonder how many people a year do that. In the Netherlands that would have been closed off, but not in Belgium, says France. We are slightly changing the route because the part where we had to go looked a bit on the dodgy side, and we don't know how much people would like us there, so we are sticking to the main road today. Yes, we have brains sometimes. So in the end the route did take us through the shady bit. We're not quite out of it yet, so there's a bit of a gap in the walk here.
Slim shady.
Slim shady. We survived the slightly shady area where everyone was greeting us very friendly, but
Also the dogs.
also the dogs, many dogs. And now we're walking on the side of the River Maas, as you can see. We're almost in it actually.
Whoa,
We can see why flooding is an issue here, because there's nothing stopping the Maas from entering the houses to my left. It is kind of funny how our last walk of the route is honestly quite shit. Now it does make sense because these border towns are never great, but you get a choice of trailer park, river, industrial stuff, and grassy fields with poop in them. I do think it's funny though. It is kind of cool how we've never been this close to the Maas. We will not be taking that boat. And to be honest, we actually get lucky that it stopped raining, because I'm sure it was a bit higher here, which is why everything here is moist. And it wouldn't be possible to walk here at all. What's up, Joep?
Don't be too cheerful yet.
Oh! The Maas is where we want to be. You stay there, Maas. We like you very much, but we would like to continue our walk.
The Maas in your face.
Meuse in my face. This is not really the path. Oh boy. Oh boy. Very slippery when wet, and it's wet because it's river. And the river will take us back to Belgium, which is not where we're trying to go. Joep, how are you managing?
Almost there. Oh, actually not that hard.
No, that was easy.
It's not as spectacular as we hoped it would be.
Hoped?
For the video.
Oh. The speed at which the river flows is actually quite impressive. Wouldn't want to be in that. We just saw some goats, I wanted to say.
Some geese.
Some geese, I couldn't find a word. We just saw some
whatever floats
geese.
your goat.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we're gonna try to not kill ourselves. This is pretty cool. Mountaineering, we are. Prepared, we are not.
Oh, stay, be careful, it's really steep.
Whoa.
Already survived part 1.
Whew. Is there a part 2?
There's more.
Oh shite! This is really cool though.
This soon turn into a one-man show.
Bye bye! Well, this is where we're gonna have to get creative. Shall we go up? I think we can climb this. We're not the first, there's a path here. We're also probably not the first to fall down. Can we walk there? We literally have to go all the way back. Well, that really sucks. So Joep says there's a field with 2 goats in it that we can technically enter, that will take us to a road. He's like, don't trust the trees, they're all dead. I'm surprised you got up here, jeez. Oh. Oh.
Almost there.
Yeah, I don't know how. There is our road.
And we need to go
You
there.
mean that hole?
Yeah.
Let me see. So, I just looked up what the path is flooded is in French. Because we decided we're going to do it. But we are technically trespassing in a completely empty field. If someone asks us what the fuck we're doing here, then that is our answer. The backpack is a bit of a challenge here. You just went through this with no issues at all, but here we are. Okay, the fence is open.
Salvation.
So, not being able to speak much French, and having just come from a slightly dodgy area where you're like, we don't want to be here for too long. I don't feel completely comfortable doing something that is technically not legal, but it's the only way out. This field is just grass, so we're not ruining anyone's crops. I think we're cool, but yeah. Because there's a road.
That was some adventure.
It's Belgium again, isn't it? Don't trust the walking routes. We told you, some walks to go. Don't trust the walking route, but we made it and we didn't get shot or eaten by a goat.
Or killed by a dog.
Whatever floats your goat. By some miracle, you've just said we're actually on the route. So it was a bit of adventuring, but we did make it to where we need to be. So
Yeah, after the flooded roads was a path up, but we didn't quite made it to that point, as you saw.
yeah,
But some adventure and 2 goats.
that was sheep.
No,
No?
we're on the track again.
Here's one nice fixer-upper in the Belgian countryside. Doesn't need much, except everything. If you completely ignore the crap here, this is actually the first part of the route that is objectively quite pretty. It's a bit of a challenge, it's very mushy here. What?
That's a stream, so
That's a stream, yeah, there's a stream running here. That's not just wet, that is actually a stream. So there must be a source somewhere nearby. It's the start of a river, not the River Meuse, I think. Otherwise that would have escalated very quickly. Much easier than in Belgium. Oh my god, I'm hungry.
so Belgium side.
Oh, it's still Belgium.
Need food, man.
We need food, but there is no food. I mean, I can just start gnawing on this tree. But I don't think that is the most nutritious thing in the world, so on y va. Sur le pont? It looks decent, he says. You're decent, am I decent? Not the same thing. Well, if it holds him, it can hold me. That's the logic.
Excuse me?
You'd think it's a sunny day, but there's an actual stream running here, and that's exactly where the path is going.
No.
Did you have a plan?
Yeah, there's a detour.
Yeah, between prickly bushes. Oh, I appreciate your technique. Wiggle, wiggle. You'd think going to France is the best walk of the walks, but no, because we picked Givet. That is first of all interesting lens flare, but also gorgeous, gorgeous horses. If you get the palm beer that they have in Belgium, which is actually really good by the way, recommend. That's this kind of horse. Belgian work horses, and they are really impressive. They're huge.
Oh, more water.
More water, yeah.
More challenges.
Well, you wanted to follow a river. Looks like the rivers are following us now.
Yeah, we got more rivers than asked for.
If you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you must know about the cafe at the end of the universe. This is the basketball field at the end of Belgium. It's not quite as exciting.
Stijn, you asked for a spectacular
Border crossing?
border crossing.
Yeah?
You're in for a treat.
I just wonder, is
You first.
Is it the French keeping the Belgians out, or is it the Belgians keeping the French out? Oh. It is very wobbly though.
It used to be
A stone bridge.
a stone bridge.
And then it didn't. And now it's this wooden bridge that
I'm
soon
actually
won't.
bordering now.
You're still in Belgium though. Still in Belgium. Still in Belgium. Bienvenue à Français!
Oh.
Joep is in France, falling over. I would like to make a cute video here, but yeah. It's official. Crossing into France again.
Whoa!
What's happening?
The border is a bit wobbly.
Well,
We made it. Back again.
Is this tour trying to kill us?
Oh man. Oh, what is this? Lijkt goed hè?
Yeah, but I can't remember which ones you stepped on. So...
Not that one.
Okay. You, okay. Okido! I hope that's the last of those bridges, because they're not getting any better.
Hello?
Bonjour. Hello. Where are you going? Oh, he's going there.
It's quite an adventurous Tour de France.
Ooh, Tour de France? Already? It's already the Tour de France now. That sounds like a plan. Since the road is slowly turning into a river, this is by the way also a stream. Look, it's moving. We're going to use the field and hopefully we can get out at some point because this is definitely a bit nicer to walk on. Well, that looked like a plan, but this is about as wet as it was there. It's just that you can't see it now. You've got stuck.
It's like floating grass.
It's called a swamp.
Swamp.
Well, I got one thing correct. You can actually get out here. But that means we're now back on the muddy path.
Maybe we can use some stones.
Yeah, and throw them in front of us and then pick them up again.
Yeah.
You've decided on the left side, I decided on the right side. So far...
It's always left. And Stijn is hardly ever right.
Okay, good save. Guess who changed his mind and is now walking behind me, eh? Yeah. That being said, we have a tree crossing here, so... all good. We're still climbing. And we now have made it to the end of the stream.
Still sweating.
I was just about to say, can you see what's happening on your face?
It's bloody hot. And it's an actual workout.
He said that. It's hot. Winter's over, folks. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that, it's a French car.
It's a French car, because we're in France. I mean, it's a Kia, but... That there in the valley is Givet. And what really stands out here is if I shut up for a second, listen. Except for that one noisy car and very far away in the distance, some town noises, it is extremely quiet here.
Even with us.
No, I said when I shut up.
Oh.
Somehow we keep ending up on the industrial side of town. I think those are tennis courts, that's some industry. But there you see a little church. So with a bit of luck, we may actually find something.
Église de Notre-Dame. Église Notre-Dame de Givet.
Notre-Dame, because they're all called Notre-Dame. Bonjour, pigeons. So what's this, Joep?
Porte Charbonnier.
Chardonnay?
So, Charbonnier.
Ah.
So it's a gate into the old town of Givet.
So that's
It actually crosses the whole Meuse bank. It actually, the old city wall, you can see a bit still left, goes all the way over there, on top of the mountain. That's the official entrance of the city back in the days. And it goes all the way down to the bridge over there, and then up again to the fortress on top of the hill. We still don't know if it's possible to get there, but we're gonna try. But I'm actually wondering
it's a bus to know.
How did people enter?
Well, swimmingly.
Swimmingly. And the pigeons just go.
Pigeons don't swim. Joep just saw someone walking out of something that may be, it says charcuterie, so that's a butcher, Joep, that's not a bakery.
Yeah,
but there was a
sausage, but there's a bakery next to it.
Ah, boucherie. That's also not a bakery.
No, but the sign said bakery.
The sign said bakery. Patisserie.
Oh.
But is it open?
Anybody in for sausage?
So we just found out the butcher only has meat with meat and meat. No.
I love France for its butchers, but yeah.
We want something bready now, don't we?
We have to have some energy and something to drink. So I don't think this is our place. There's a supermarket nearby.
Oh, let's do that. I would say this is a classic dusty street we got here. What's this? Is this a bridge?
Yes.
Is that water? Oh, look at that. The canals of Givet. Joep is a healthy boy. That's okay, we can handle a little bit of green. Can you get my wallet from my bag, please? Joep was slightly distracted. What distracted you, Joep?
I was looking if there was a local beer.
Reorganization is happening. Oh, it already happened. We just found a traiteur, which is for nice, you know, bread
Elvis.
stuff and such. Elvis. We just found it next to the supermarket. So it's a good thing we didn't know, otherwise we would have spent more money. But
Welcome in France, we have pain au chocolat.
and Orangina, which is both very French. We even have a fortress. This is not half bad. And Joep found a little seating area, so we're gonna have a lunch there. I'm grabbing in Joep's bag for my lunch.
Oh, the view is
Something.
something.
Even the supermarket one is better than the supermarket ones in the Netherlands. Somehow the French know how to do this kind of dough. It's not a pain au chocolat, it's a twister à chocolat. That's good enough. Okay, we have moved on from our rest stop and we're now going to go into town, see what it's like. Pizza tonight.
Oh my god.
Centre-ville. We just found out that the bridge is called Bridge of the Americans and there's a restaurant called Le Roosevelt. So we didn't prepare anything for this walk. I didn't even know this was a city, to be honest. But there's something American going on here. So if you know, reply in the comments for us and for others. Comments, sorry.
Le comments.
Les comments. Let's let the walk commence. What's this tower?
It towers.
It towers. We know nothing, do we?
This is old prison tower,
Is it?
I guess.
Huh.
Should be somewhere around here, and a lot of bars before for the windows.
Makes sense. I see a bar there and a bar there. Not what you meant, is it? No cards from Givet because that's the tourist office and it's very close. But we are getting close to the fortress, which is mighty impressive on its rock.
And mighty closed, as we found out,
Yeah.
because compared to Belgium, this is as close as Belgium is.
Yeah, I was like, how are you going to finish this sentence?
Until April.
Oh well. In case you wonder if this is a tourist town, oh yeah, this is a tourist town.
Including tourists.
Ah, there's one tourist. Now, what are we going to do?
Let's see all the closed touristy things.
We've seen plenty of that.
Chimneys.
Well, this is as much as we're going to see from the fortress. It's very close, but it's very impressive. So, something to maybe come back to one day. See what's up there. A French flag, obviously.
Ah oui?
Then all of a sudden it became very French.
Beaucoup de pain.
Beaucoup de pain. Beaucoup de vin. Du boursin.
Look at. Nog iets meer, dan iets verder rechts.
Oh, kon je me nog langer tegen de zon in laten kijken?
Wonderlijk.
Ooh, the light is our friend finally, because it's been really harsh today. Joep is still looking for cards, but I think everything's closing at 5ish, so I'm afraid there's no luck to be had. Maison de la Presse.
Zuiden. Of je hebt zoiets.
Great success. Joep is like, our mission is a success. Look at
Check
how
the
ugly they are.
ugliness. I
Can I
love
see
it.
this? Can I see that stamp again? A very weird stamp.
It's French.
It's an international stamp from France to anywhere, I guess. Some alleyways are impossible to miss out
the
on.
smell is terrible.
Oh, it is terrible. Welcome to 1735. This is the most alleyway I think I've ever seen. I don't know where it takes us.
I'm more afraid than in the dodgy neighborhood next to the Meuse.
Yeah. We have only one way to go. Well, two, depending on whether it ends. It's properly narrow and very old. And I really like it. This feels like travel. Oh, that was all. It's just an L-shaped alleyway. That was cute.
While it lasted?
Now this house was built in 1680s. What?
80s.
1680. It's interesting. We usually do walks more than cities, unless it's a big city. But in this case, the town is not really what we aim for, but it's actually really charming. People are friendly, and it's really.
The vibe is really nice.
The vibe is nice. It's very, very calm. As you can see, there's no one out. But the people we do speak to are all very chill about talking to us and telling us that the church is closed after we try to enter and stuff like that.
Even as if we only were two.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, he's gonna give us a private tour, but no.
Maybe he wanted to make sure there wasn't someone else inside.
Oh, that
makes sense, right? Yeah.
Makes sense.
We find ourselves in a proper town square. Joep just said, imagine when you're here on a Saturday and there's a market. This is actually center of town, I guess, then. The castle is still there, or the fortress. And the sun is setting over Givet. And we are growing to like this place, surprisingly. Even though this was just the side quest. This is a good side quest. Joep and I both love a grungy charm, and this is a grungy charm if I've ever seen one. Some old houses in the background, the garages, and then the skyline with a little tower. It has character, this place. Which is why Joep is taking photos. And I just took a few as well. Any good?
Kijk, die is fijn.
There you go. He seems
Nice.
happy about this. This town is like a living, breathing urbex expedition. It's all half broken, but extra cool because of it. Oh ho ho! Joep. Cheerio.
De bière?
Ooh, refreshing. Not too bad. I didn't notice one. It's very lagery, but it has a round sweetness to it.
Une don de la nature.
Mais bien sûr.
Beba.
Beba. Joep is writing a card to his mother. And I've just looked at my address book to decide who I'm going to write a card to. They are horrible, so they are just great. And in the blue light of Blue Hour, we are posting our cards. Go for it, Joep.
There you go, Mom.
The other one's not for your mum. That would be very weird.
Food now.
Food now. I just said it smells of Southern Europe here. It smells of a Southern Europe summer night.
It's sun and tobacco.
Oh, it's great. It's such a good smell. Would you look at this skyline? Would you look at the River Maas in sunset? This was a different one. The last one of the Tour de Meuse.
Man,
It was an adventure.
breaks my heart.
It was an adventure.
It was such a good idea some years ago.
It's-
Some months ago.
It's weird to think that in May last year we started off in Mook, and now we're already here. We're much faster than I thought, actually.
Yeah, Belgium went pretty quick. I didn't know that the French border was actually that close.
The weather
the
was
side.
shit for half of the time.
Yeah, it's really bad timing because we now finished our tour with
and
a
now
lot
it's
of rain
lovely.
and good weather suddenly starts appearing. A lot of sun today. It smells here very Southern Europe-ish.
Lovely. What do we think of Givet?
Especially after this walk that we had, it's pretty impressive.
The town has soul, loads of soul.
Yeah, you can see it's old. You can feel that it is or was rich at least.
Yeah.
The fortresses and also on the other bank of the river, it's really impressive.
Yep.
So we have to
There's
come
a-
back.
there's a tower
because it's
behind me.
Under construction.
The
So,
nature surrounding it, not too interesting, but then we didn't prepare at all. We just followed a route. But we suggest if you come here, you mostly focus on the town
And the beers.
and the beers.
There's no local brewery here, but you can combine it with Dinner. There's a lot of drinks in Dinner.
There's a lot of drinking to do in Dinant.
That's where we're going afterwards. If we pick up the car,
Oh,
For
we're going
some
to dinner?
souvenirs? No.
Oh, not this time. But we will probably be we'll be probably back here at some point when stuff is more open. We'll get back to you when we're in the car. First
But
pizza.
first, pizza.
Pizza.
Nom nom.
Entree.
We zijn wel echt helemaal...
Joep is worried about how muddy we are. We're gonna leave them
That's
money.
fair.
We're gonna eat their pizza. It will be fine.
Oh.
Well, Joep has the real beer. I'm going alcohol free, but it looks the same. Cheerio. Joep is adding some spice to his life. Are you sure about this? Well, enjoy.
No way back.
Are you ready for this?
Dun, 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 dun.
What's your opinion on the pizza?
Nom nom.
Nom nom!
It was a very
So,
good restaurant actually.
what's it called?
Casamia.
Casamia in Givet. Recommend. And this is where the magic happens, I think. Oh no, this is where where the dishes are being washed. Anyway,
Otherwise they would have closed the windows then.
fair enough.
Givet by night.
And some really cool old buildings every now and then. Actually, on the screen it's much yellower than it is. The light is quite pleasant
A lot
actually.
of
Here.
cats by the way.
A lot of street cats, not so much stray cats, but they all look well fed.
Just like us.
Ha! Namur, Dinan, toute direction. Hmm?
To direction, but we have to go this way.
We have to go this way.
To Maastricht.
Ooh, it smells good here.
Thanks.
Oh boy. Notre-Dame de Bon Secours. Surprise little Notre-Dame. That's adorable.
It's the third Notre Dame that we encounter in Givet today.
Really?
Yes.
Are we walking in circles?
No?
Oh, then that's just too many. It's very cute though, this one. I can imagine after watching this video that you don't feel like going here, but we actually talked to a friend who also went here randomly. And he's like, I loved it. So I do suggest, if you're in the vicinity of Givet, that you visit it, because there's something about this place, like this interesting library, that you may want to see. Givet is okay in my book. Not a reason. No, not a reason to visit Givet. No. Live from the slightly shitty Belgian highway, going home after our last trip of the Tour de Meuse. It was a weird one, this one in Givet, but there was something intriguing about it, and it's a bit sad that all this time is over. Those were some interesting adventures from Moog to where we are now, right, Joep? What are you doing, Joep? Joep? What are you doing?
Check out this Airbnb at Plateau de Langres.
Plateau de Langres. Oh, Plateau de Langres.
Plateau de Langres.
These are pretty These are pretty tricky roads to walk. Where are you going, Joep?
Oh, even. Ik denk dat we even daarheen moeten.
The man has a plan. We have made it to Agimont. Joep just told you a little bit about it. This was once a station, and I feel like this bike path was the train track. We're on the bridge between one and the other.
Oh, I'm dying.
Joep's dying. Let's try this again. Sorry for all of the kind of harsh shots. The sun is really as bright as it seems in the video. And I lost my cap. And that's not ideal.